the things. Hello, world. Hello.
Hello.
Gina.
Hello, Rachel.
We are so opposite. I love that picture that I believe is your cover photo right now.
Yes.
That is the blonde. Is it Marilyn? Who's the other woman?
I don't know, but she sort of looks like me.
Yeah, of course she does. And it's some other famous person.
I think the blonde is Marilyn and the brunette is some lanky, long-legged, gorgeous brunette like me.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Speaking of shenanigans, are we excited about this weekend?
I am. I started packing. I just threw a bunch of stuff in my bag and I'll look at it again tomorrow. But Gina and I will be in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area tomorrow through Friday through Monday.
Yep, late Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Niaje live?
I think St. Petersburg. She's north a little bit. I don't think she's near me, but whatever. Like, if you're there, Niaje, come on, girl.
Niaje can come hang out with us.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah, we've got shenanigans planned. I'm excited.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of things planned, and then we'll just see what happens. I don't know. So how's things? You got a quickie tip? What's going on?
I do have an interesting quickie tip. Well, I have a really short little quickie tip because this is about email automation. This is really quick, and then I got a bigger one. This is about email automation. So, everyone's trying to get a little more savvy with their email automation, and they've got it all automated and they know when you've clicked, and then another automation comes out to you, but they're getting really good at looking like super personal and casual as if they wrote it, but they didn't. And if you read enough of them, you know that. But I did get one from someone recently, and I replied back to that person of how I wasn't really interested in what they were selling and blah, blah. I mean, it's somebody that I knew and was familiar with and have actually done business with before. Well, then this morning, I got another email from her saying, hey, just checking in, haven't heard from you. I was like, yes, you have. We've emailed back and forth. So just a little reminder on be super careful with those automations and how people are clicking. I suck at that whole technology thing. That's why I don't do it. But people can rewrite through that. So that's my real fast one. My bigger one is something happened recently over the weekend at my theater. Not a huge thing, but there was a kind of an uncomfortable situation for a performer. The audience can make really stupid, asinine suggestions sometimes, and we're in the mindset of like yes-anding our audience and not making them look like jerks for their stupid suggestions that they sometimes make. But what happened was, whatever, the suggestions were taken and it was put on the performers to do it, and it was a really awkward scenario that made the performers super uncomfortable. And it came back to me in the version of an email that it had happened, and nobody had really communicated to me except for this one person. And I was pretty upset about it because I don't want anyone to ever feel humiliated or uncomfortable or put in a bad position. And really what it came down to was a communication breakdown and everybody trying to do the right thing, right? With trying to appease the audience and taking their suggestion. And the performers didn't really speak up that night because they didn't want to be that guy or that girl complaining. And so everybody was coming from really good intentions. But what ultimately happened was that performer's like, I don't think I want to perform here anymore. And I think we've since rectified all of it. But my big aha from it is, as people in business, whether you're selling or you're managing a team, sometimes these roles can reverse where buyers or people that you're working with have expectations of you that make you uncomfortable, but you feel like you have to appease and please. And so you compromise your own feelings and what you're feeling, that like you don't want to do it, but you do it because you think you're doing the right thing, but you end up compromising yourself. So it was a really big aha for me that my kind of leadership back to the team was everybody's got to speak up. If someone is uncomfortable, like literally they have to speak up in that moment. So I don't know, sometimes I've been in a selling situation where I was really uncomfortable with what the buyer wanted. And I'm not even talking about sexual stuff, but just what their expectations were. But I'm like trying to be like, okay, I'm going to sell you what you want. And it really wasn't what I wanted to do or where I wanted to be. So as salespeople, do we speak up when we're not comfortable in the sales conversation with what the expectations of the buyer are? Are they really pushing the envelope too far and we're compromising ourselves and our ethics? So it was a really big aha for me that I've never kind of pushed the envelope with the performers. I've literally asked the performers to push back on their directors, which is not something we've ever done in 10 years.
Yeah, there's no reason to feel uncomfortable. And it's that thing where you just said where people are trying to do the right thing. They don't want to make the other person feel uncomfortable in this situation sometimes.
Right.
But then instead you're compromising your own feelings of security and happiness and whatever.
Exactly. And everybody was trying to do the right thing and everybody ended up uncomfortable. And I'm like, God, I hope I don't get any complaints from the audience, but we'll see. I mean, but that was my aha that we kind of put some new policies in place.
Good.
What do you got?
I have got my quickie tip is a general one, as I sometimes like to do, and that is to breathe and allow things to unfold. Like my schedule has been absolutely bananas crazy the last forever lately.
I would say for as long as I know you.
For as long. But like literally the last week or so, just stuff has been stacking up, and it's a great blessing to be that busy that many people want my time. And sometimes it just feels a little overwhelming of like, how am I going to make this work, and trying to shuffle things around again to make it work for other people. And today, like one of my appointments that I was supposed to get to that was kind of making things difficult from a logistics standpoint, they canceled on me. And they were like, so sorry, I hate to do this. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. My schedule is the same. It's kind of nuts. So no worries. Just email the information that we were going to discuss and it's fine. So everything unfolds as it's supposed to in this world. And a lot of times we don't believe that. And you can, if you're into religion, you'll hear, God's plan is always at work and all of that, or the universe is conspiring to bring you your greatest desires. But the main deal is just the more we try to like control everything and be the puppet master of stuff, sometimes you just have to go, okay, let's see how this all works out. Do the next right thing. Do the next thing on your schedule and just see how it all unfolds and everything will all work out. That's how my day is working out. Surrender. It's so hard to do. And sometimes I'm pretty good at it. And literally, like, that's the word that I use all the time. Like if I am freaking out about something and trying to go to sleep, then I'll just be like, surrender. And it does work. That word does work. And what would happen if you just kind of went, okay, let's see how it all plays out, rather than the alternative, which I tend towards, which is, oh my God, how am I going to make this work? Oh my God, I have to leave. I literally have to leave in 2 minutes if I'm going to make it to my next appointment, and blah, 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 and all that stuff. And, now throw, a child out of school into the mix. So there's all that stuff too. So just relax and take it easy and let it all unfold. And all of the important things that must get done, they will get done. Like, again, from my quickie tip the other day, you might have to actually get up earlier or stay up later to make it all happen if it's gotta be done.
That's what I did last night. I normally don't stay up till as late as I did, which was like midnight, working on, by the way, we're doing a workshop tomorrow at our local Myrtle Beach area Chamber of Commerce on podcasting 1.0, because we've had so many people say, how do you make money at that? What are you doing with it? How do you do it? People are in the overwhelm of it. So we are doing a workshop on that tomorrow. And I was putting together our deck last night till midnight, which made me get up a little later, and I have a later start today.
I was up later than normal, and I still got up. When my alarm went off, I was like, because I'm now on the I'm working out mission with my gimpy ankle.
I know.
Sometimes it's just you got to be a little uncomfortable if you want to get everything accomplished.
Exactly. So I gave up things that I wanted to do last night. Like from a social perspective, I just stayed in and I worked and I pushed it out, and I'm going to do the same thing today. I have sales calls to make all afternoon. presentations that like a ton of stuff that needs to get done before we leave for Florida. So
same.
So
Literally,
gonna do that.
I do in fact have to leave in like 2 minutes. So love you guys. Tune in.
Wait. This week,
who's on the show?
This week is our monthly time with Keith Walters, which, by the way, we're supposed to schedule time with him. I'm just going to go ahead and schedule that before he leaves the country. So anyway, this week's episode is called Going Rogue, because it was just all over the board kind of conversation. I don't even remember what it was about. But
not the one. Is it the one?
No, it's not the one called Taboo Topic.
Oh, coming soon.
I don't know if I told you that's what I called it. Taboo Topics. Taboo Topics. That's coming soon. All about taboo topics.
Love it.
So that's what we're doing this week. We've got our podcast workshop tomorrow. And I feel like there's something else that I'm forgetting that I want to mention. Can't remember. So I guess that's it. So
you can post it under this video if you remember.
Okay. Sounds good. Who's watching us, by the way? I don't know who that is. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Love ya.
Love you guys.
Go though.
Okay, you gotta go. Okay. Bye. You gotta go. See ya. Bye.